the majority of people who are going about their day-to-day lives don't stop and take a moment to just recognize and realize if what they're doing in the moment is what they actually want to do. And I think that's sad. I think that once you can have self-awareness and recognize what's going on around you, you can be more present in the conversations that you're having with people. You can actually draft up a plan and figure out what you actually want to do in your life. And then you can move towards that goal. It's my intention on this platform to provide you with information, knowledge, and also help you to improve your mentality so that you can get better results out of life. Part of me fulfilling my purpose now, more so than anything, is this platform, is this podcast, is me speaking directly to you and trying to help you reach your fullest potential. Because I'll tell you another thing about purpose. I think once you stop making it all about you when it comes to life, that's when you can reach something beyond what happiness is. That's when you can reach something that's more impactful and true than happiness, because happiness is fleeting. If someone is just only seeking happiness, they're going to fail. It needs to be more than that. It needs to be deeper. What's deeper than happiness, you ask? What's deeper than happiness? Well, for me, to really reach the next level, you have to be fulfilled. You have to reach fulfillment. And that comes from serving other people, being present in the moment, and having purpose behind what you do. Something that you actually want to do, where you're adding value to people, where you're serving others, where you are fulfilled in what you're doing. And it's not just about monetary possessions. If you ask a lot of people who are very wealthy, once they attain all that wealth, it's going to make money for itself with the income compounding if you put it in an investment portfolio. At some point, it's more than just obtaining material things. We're not going to be able to take any of it with us when we leave. What remains after that? Why are we here? And that question has been in the back of my mind recently. Like I have this call and this pull to want to do more, say more, help people. And I'm not selling anything. I don't even have a course. I don't have, anything that I'm trying to sell you. And I wanted to share this with you. I was, earlier this week, I was on my lunch hour and I was coming back from grabbing some food, and a young man stopped me on the street. And I really didn't recognize him at first, but then he said my name and he said hi to me. And it seems like he had fallen on some hard times and wasn't in the best shape as far as financially and what's going on with his life. But I stopped and I chopped it up with him. And I asked him how he was doing. And I could see in his face that he hadn't been doing the best, just from the trials and tribulations of life. But he told me, and I didn't even know that he was following. He said, I listened to your podcast, man, and it's really helped me. And it's helped me to get some more information about things I want to do. And he said he had been searching for new jobs and applying and thinking about getting into coding, thinking about doing some type of work where he can make more money. And I also encouraged him to think about trades. I encouraged him to think about things where he could use his skill set to get into a better situation financially, mentally, et cetera, et cetera. And before we parted ways, I asked him like where he stayed or whatever. And he said he had been living in the shelter. And that hit me because I grew up knowing this young man, and he's always been a very kind soul and somebody who has potential. And it does warm my heart to know that the information that I'm putting out is actually going to be helping people and actually helping them to reach their goals. This episode isn't about stats. This episode isn't about tangible, actionable steps. This is a lesson in mentality. This is, I hope, going to be cleansing and nurturing and soothing and able to build you up here in your mind. And I've had people before on my podcast or on my channel here say, speed it up. You're not talking fast enough. Come on. What are you doing? What's going on? And I've politely told them, this is just not for you then. I understand that content needs to be entertaining. I understand that you got to have value that you're adding back to people. But damn it, sometimes you just need to be real and get real. Sometimes you need to be like, look, you have to listen to me. You have to find what your purpose is in life. Not for anybody else. You have to find your purpose for you and nobody else. Listen, if you're happy with where you are, if you're content, great. But I'm speaking to the people who are not happy with their situation. And I've been there. You know, I've been laid off. I've been working jobs that I don't like, but I had to do it to get by. And I want to let you know that I know about that type of thing. I understand. I resonate with your struggle, and I want you to get out of it. But I know the first step to anybody getting out of the situation that they're in and becoming a productive person that's successful, that's able to provide for their family, able to, break the chain and break the curse of all the obstacles and things that you've been going through. It starts here with your mentality. And sometimes that means you need to slow down, because so much content that comes out today is built just to keep your attention. But it's not built to actually nourish you where it matters, to have an actual interaction and a human connection. That's what I want to do. Sometimes we need to slow down, and we just need to figure out what we want. Does that make sense?